instead have the government support them, back page, by having people who serve you because you serve others, by having merit and virtue that allow you to achieve whatever needs to be achieved, by having a good rebirth, including the rebirth means you might simply move to another place in this very life, and that place you moved to is better than the previous place you used to live at. Think of it that way. Having the wisdom to get the job done, meeting up with enlightened beings in this or future lives who help you, by uncovering things that you didn't expect that you can treasure and that will benefit others and benefit yourself, by having long life, by having a purity that results in a heavenly rebirth if that's what you want, by being able to go to any heavenly place, including within this own realm that you're currently in. Instead of seeing this realm as an impure suffering place, you can actually create your own heaven in a certain way in this current incarnation. By not having enemies that invade you and attack you, by having gods and goddesses and good spirits be of benefit to you instead of kick your butt, by causing great sages and enlightened beings to predict upon you a future awakening that you will have based on the good direction you're currently heading, to have speech that is pure and makes people happy to hear your voice, by having actions of your mouth that don't cause people to get angry at you, by having dragons and good spirits who protect you and protect others, by bringing compassion into people's lives, by being respectful and loving towards others, by never being apart from wisdom and compassion manifesting in the form of beings who are around you, by being born or being able to move to places where there are wise, compassionate people in your lives, by having great memory for the good things and forgetting the bad things while having the wisdom to not keep doing the bad things over again, making the same mistakes over and over, by not retreating away from helping people when they need your help more than yourself and forgetting about yourself, and by allowing gods and goddesses and Buddhas and great beings to bless you on your crown by saying, good job, grasshopper, and by not having eating disorders, but instead by being fulfilled and happy, eating a very simple diet that is not full of so much animal products that cause suffering and environmental devastation, but that instead are grown organically in ways that are very simple, that are predominantly grain and vegetable and fruit-based with less animal products. And lastly of all, to not be so hungry that you're always thirsting after everything in a craving way, where you crave things that make you unhealthy, but instead to be operating based out of needs. So you always take just what you need, no more, no less. And then lastly, having such great abilities in all the previous areas that whenever something needs to be subdued that is harming others, you can subdue it, and by being like a powerful mom who says, stop, and the kid stops and doesn't burn themselves on the stove, right? Or whatever the example is. So you're able to subdue those who need to be subdued and support those who need to be supported. So there you go. So that's what all these other mantras do. So please pass that back to me. I can't pass it to everyone unless you're actually studying these. So, all right, thank you, folks. And we'll see you. There's going to be a class here again on the 16th, Sunday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. with a 1-hour lunch. We're going to go from 11 to 12, and then we're going to go from 1 to 5. So that's the one class we're going to do. And then there's another one in Berkeley on the 9th. So the 9th of November. So for all these, I ask people to make some kind of a donation. If you can't afford that, don't worry about it. No one's ever turned away due to lack of funds. And there you go. All right, thanks, folks. See you perhaps next month. So if you're interested in this, please write down your name and email and phone number and pass it to me so we can stay in touch.
Would you like me to...
Yeah, you can stop that, thanks.